long-winded question coming up here for Scott. Sorry it took me so long to get there.
Oh, wake up, hold on.
Yeah, okay. Pricing.
Yes.
So when we looked at pricing, Scott has a few opinions on how pricing should work. I'm not saying we're going this style, but this is his philosophy, and I think it's worthwhile throwing out there because it does lend itself to some of the options that are available. So.
Yeah, as Darren said, I have really strong opinions about pricing. I'm that guy that if you sell me something for $10 and I find out somebody else paid $8, you've just lost all credibility with me. So pricing should be open and available for everybody to understand. It should be fair. It should be consistent. It doesn't mean that everybody always pays the same price, because there is the reality that if you buy one car versus the Avis that buys a fleet of 200,000 cars, they have a buying ability that allows them to negotiate differently. But I do think you have to start with establishing what the market value of your product is. And in this case, the market value as a starting point is something, say, $2,000 per person for introduction into this. So you need to offer it into the market at a point where a larger percentage of the market can afford it, and so you value it at something, whatever that number might be. And then I think you have to recognize the fact that even though the value is a couple $1,000 or a couple $1,000,000, whatever it is, that there is a larger market of people out there that need this, to use this, and you'd like to have as your customer base. And so it might be in your interest to find some price that the company can survive at, some relatively thin margins in order to introduce you and the product with the knowledge that if you do a good job on this, customers always prefer to do business with people that have done business with them in the past, know they were treated well, know that their purchase was respected. And so I think you establish a price that's really kind of cutting edge, because you can sell 10 units and go out, or you can try selling 10,000 units and survive on a smaller margin. And then I think you do have to have the recognition that somewhere along the line, some big guy is going to come along, and the Canadian government or the U.S. government or whoever, and say, we need 5,000 units of this, 10,000 units of this, what's my price? And so you have to be able to say, we can operate on really razor-thin margins when you've got that kind of deal. So there's some fairly logical, anybody in sales thinks along those lines. But the problem that comes with that is you have to make sure that the customer understands that they're getting one heck of a deal, and that really boils down to the best job you could do to describe what the customer's getting. I have no problem spending a premium on a product that I know I'm getting a value on. I sure get mad when I pay 99 cents for an app, and I open the thing up, and it's a piece of junk, and it's 99 cents. I'll buy a coffee for $5 and not worry about it. That 99-cent app, I'll never buy another app off that company again. So one of the things I will say, without trying to be too long-winded, I've met the team here, and I'm impressed by them all. And one of the things I think is different, and again, it's one of those realities of buying on a virtual store instead of a brick-and-mortar store. You have the feeling sometimes that after I've made a purchase online, the company disappears and I'm kind of left on my own. Brick-and-mortar store, you can always go knock on the door and scream at somebody. And in the case here, what I love about their model and their thought process is it's just like a brick-and-mortar store. There is a support staff. There is internal people that will handle this until whatever your issue might be will be taken care of. And it's a company like any company expects to be here 20 years from now. And better than that, expects you to be a customer of theirs 20 years from now. So it's it's nice to see that, because that's the difference between the really inexpensive ebook version of a project management course download versus the this is truly at a value way beyond what they're asking you to pay for it, and you're still getting all the added benefits with it.